1. The strength of calm. There will always be moments in life when people say things that feel disrespectful or careless. These words can touch your pride and create a natural desire to react. In those moments, it is easy to believe that strength is shown by answering back quickly, raising your voice, or proving yourself through anger. But lasting strength is not found in reaction. It is found in calm. Calmness is not the same as weakness. It is the ability to remain steady even when others try to disturb your peace. The Stoic philosophers often reminded themselves that no one can truly harm your mind unless you allow it. When you stay composed, you show that your sense of worth does not depend on someone else's opinion. Remaining calm also allows you to see clearly. A sharp reply may feel powerful in the moment, but it often brings regret later. Calmness, on the other hand, gives you space to choose wisely and respond in a way that keeps your integrity intact. Real strength is quiet. It is the discipline to stand firm without being shaken. Calm is not the absence of feeling. It is the presence of self-control. Anger is a weakness at first. Anger feels like strength. When someone offends us or treats us unfairly, anger rises quickly, almost like a shield. It tells us we must defend ourselves, that we cannot allow others to treat us in this way. Yet when we look deeper, we see that anger is not strength at all. It is a sign of loss of control. Modern psychology explains that anger is often a secondary response. Beneath it, there may be feelings of hurt, fear, or insecurity. When we respond in anger, we are not solving the problem. We are revealing where we feel unsettled inside. The one who provokes us gains power the moment we show that our peace depends on their behavior. The Stoics taught that anger clouds judgment. It makes small matters appear larger than they are, and often leads us to act in ways we later regret. Instead of showing power, it shows that another person has influenced our inner state. True strength is not the quick burst of reaction, but the ability to remain steady. Choosing calm over anger does not mean ignoring disrespect. It means responding from clarity, not from weakness. 3. The space between action and reaction. Every moment of conflict carries a hidden opportunity. When someone insults you, challenges you, or tests your patience, there is always a brief pause before you respond. This pause may feel small, but it is where your real power lives. In that space, you have the freedom to choose how you will act. If you rush to answer in anger, the moment controls you. But if you pause, take a breath, and allow the first wave of emotion to settle, you create room for clarity. The Stoics understood this well. They practiced waiting before reacting, training themselves to see that words alone cannot harm the mind unless the mind agrees to them. This pause is not weakness. It is discipline. It gives you the chance to ask, what response reflects my values? What will I think of this choice tomorrow? In that reflection, your decisions become thoughtful instead of impulsive. Life will always present situations that test your self-control. The pause between action and reaction is your tool to meet them wisely. Within it lies freedom. The freedom to act with reason, to preserve peace, and to remain steady regardless of what others do. Or integrity over insults. In daily life, it is easy to be disturbed by what others say. A careless comment, a small act of disrespect, or even a misunderstanding can feel heavy in the moment. Yet when we step back, we see that these things are minor compared to the larger path of our lives. What matters most is not the words of others, but the consistency of our own actions. The Stoics often reminded themselves that insults are like pebbles thrown into a wide river. They may create ripples, but the flow of the river continues unchanged. In the same way, your life has depth and direction. A passing remark does not have the power to alter who you are unless you give it that power. Integrity means staying true to your principles even when others try to distract or provoke you. When you choose to focus on your own character instead of another person's opinion, you gain time and energy to grow. What others say fades quickly, but the choices you make shape your future. The strength of character is not measured by how loudly you respond to insult, but by how firmly you remain on your path with dignity and calm. 5. Mastery of the self. The ability to remain steady in difficult moments is one of the clearest signs of inner strength. When someone tries to provoke you, their success depends on your reaction. If you become angry or lose control, you show that your peace is tied to another person's actions. But when you remain calm, you show that your mind belongs fully to you. The Stoic philosophers taught that mastery of the self is greater than mastery over others. A person who can govern their own thoughts and emotions carries a kind of freedom that no one can take away. This discipline does not mean ignoring problems or refusing to stand up for yourself. Instead, it means responding with clarity, without being ruled by impulse. Calm confrontation guided by reason has more weight than any response made in anger. A steady voice and composed manner often command more respect than raised tones or heated words. Each time you pause, breathe, and choose calm over reaction, you strengthen this discipline. Over time, you may find that insults and provocations no longer affect you deeply. Mastery of the self is not about controlling the world. It is about ensuring the world does not control you.